our special presentation on preparing the kitchen for Pesach, just take a look at some of the things that one ought not to kosher. We have here a toaster oven. A toaster oven, the reason why we can't kosher it is because, practically speaking, it's very difficult to clean a toaster oven because you have the racks and you have a lot of hidden areas in here. And crumbs, many times we heat up bread and toast and make toast in these things. It becomes very difficult to clean these things out. So it is better to have a designated Pesach toaster oven if you need it, but don't attempt to kosher it because practically speaking it's not going to get clean. Here we have a panini maker. Today, as those who watched the previous video that we did at Guatmar, today you have kosher Pesach bread. And what many people are doing with that, it's a frozen item, what many people are doing with that is that they're making paninis. Now, all panini makers today are coated with a plastic coating on it. As we said before, when it comes to koshering pots, anything with a plastic coating cannot be kosher because the plastic cannot be kosher. So if you have a panini maker, and if you're inclined to make paninis from those breads that we now have, buy a new panini maker for Pesach because this cannot be kosher. Now, we have here a toaster, regular, simple toaster. Many people have asked me over the years whether they can kosher a toaster. For whatever reason, I'm not quite sure what they're making in a toaster. Maybe they're popping in matzah, or they have in mind to pop in a piece of matzah to warm it up and crisp it up. It's a good idea, but practically speaking, again, it's really very difficult to clean a toaster because usually a toaster comes with a basket underneath, something like this, that catches the crumbs. And if you look inside the toaster, you see crumbs stuck in all over the place. So it is very, very impractical to attempt to kosher a toaster or clean a toaster for koshering. Many people have these contraptions in their kitchen. This is a knife holder where you hold all kinds of utensils. And what happens, just because it's in the cooking area, many times chametz and crumbs get inside the place where we put the knives and the utensils. Practically speaking, these can't be cleaned out. Even though it's used only for cold, it's not really used in food preparation, but chametz may get into these holes here where the knives are kept. So practically speaking, this cannot be kosher. So we now conclude our presentation on preparing the kitchen for Pesach, and I want to caution everyone. Number one, if you're going to try to kosher your kitchen, please be careful, especially when dealing with fire and boiling water. As I said before, wear the right gear, wear a protective apron, use the right kind of gloves that withstand heat. But most of all, since we're dealing with Pesach, many people tune in to special things that they don't pay attention to the entire year. When you're talking about Pesach, when you're talking about preparing your home, your kitchen for Pesach, do not attempt to do it without proper guidance from a competent Rav. I urge you to please contact your Rav, a competent Rav who is familiar with koshering a kitchen for Pesach. If you need to, I'm always available to answer questions either online or by text message or by telephone. My telephone number is 347-203-0289. Once again, that's 347-203-0289. On behalf of Weekly Halacha Video, we wish each and every one of you a Kashur v'Sameach. May you indeed enjoy Yom Tov, come to the Seder not exhausted, but with a full heart, ready to be Mekayim the mitzvah of Sipur Yitzias Mitzrayim. Good Yom Tov to everyone.